What's up, fellow G fans? King G Fan 2002 back at it with another video, and I am back from G Fest 2026, aka G Fest 31, and I must say I had a pretty good time. I'm not gonna get too much into my experience in this video because I will be doing a lot more G Fest oriented content from like this point on to like the next month, so expect to see a whole lot of that soon. I will just say I was in my more social bag this year. You know, I met a lot more new people like Godzilla Fights, Damien Zilla, Goji Guy. Hung out with Monster Zero Chris Moore, Ghidorah Cam. It was great hanging out with my dog Louis Duran. You know, bringing back them old feelings, them old days. Dylan was there again. Hanging out with Roger Alex, and I'm not gonna be able to pronounce it's like Soko Geki Goji Theo, you know. And then also, you know, of course, my typical G Hustle crew: Goji Franklin, Godzilla, Spawn Jr., Guido Goji, whatchamacallit, Gojira Zilla was there for a brief moment. Yeah, so you know, it was cool. It was cool. But that's not what y'all came here for. Y'all came here for me to show off my toys. So let's get into it. Well, I lied. I'm not gonna show you the toys just yet. I'm just gonna show off some things that I got. So here's a business card. Carter Allen. I was in the artist alley. I will be spinning back if he's there next year. There are some interesting prints that I wanted to get. There's one with Ella King, and there's another one with Tyrant that I really wanted to get. Goji Franklin was passing these out around. You know, this is really cool Mothra sticker. So I appreciate that, brother. Let me see. Got a couple more business cards for y'all. Creature Preacher. This was also an artist alley. They had a whole bunch of the Rampage stuff and War of the Monsters. That will be on my list for next year. I'm gonna put that over there. And then here we have Stop Traffic Graphics. This was in the dealer's room, so this relates to something that I actually got. And this is you know, Alex Murdoch and them, as you can see. I got some really dope stuff there, and I'm planning on getting some really dope stuff there next year. You will see. And then I went over to, I think it was the Godzilla Palooza thing. It was at the Hilton. Just wanted to go by there to investigate it, see what was going on. And my girl got me this is, you know, the Terror of Godzilla pin, Titanosaurus right there. So I'm gonna put that over there. And lastly, I'm going to show off the badge really quick, the media pass. Shout out Goji Franklin. Shout out just the G Fest staff in general. Also another thing that Goji Franklin was passing around were these like Godzilla bracelets with different incarnations on them. I got 98. And then finally, I have my only piece of artwork from the convention. This was from Daniel Price. Really dope. Had to get this. Is Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter, Hunter, whatever you want to call it. And then Doflamingo, my favorite One Piece villain. So hella cool. I'm gonna put that back there. So now let's get into the toys. Finally, you know. So, where did I put it? Where did I place you? We're gonna go with my last. No, it's not my last buy. We're gonna go with my second to last buy, and it's my smallest purchase. It is the, I don't even know what brand this is, but it is a Mega Nulon figure, the Showa Mega Nulon from Rodan. So got this for $3 at Radioactive Toys. Andy pointed this out to me, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna just get it. It was $3, and I had exactly $3 in cash on me. So I was like, all right, why not? So got that out the way. That was on Sunday. Also gonna show off a couple of Sunday buys. Got this in a $5 bin. I don't know what table it was, but it was in like one of those little corners in the dealer's room. Firstly, I'm going to show you guys this cool Ultra 7, you know, in the pose. $5. Put that back there. Got this Bandai Ultraman Cosmos. $5 again. Put this back there. What else? Got this Bandai Ultraman Leo. Really cool. This once you're running like a little bit low on money, it's best to go to the little Ultraman bins. That's a little hack. You'll always find some cool stuff to buy there. And also from that same table, I got all 4 of these at the same time. I saw this. This is for $5. It is the Bandai Mothra Larva. It's $5 because it has, a little chip, but I don't really care. It's cool. $5. So $20 for all of that. Yeah, so boom, got that out of the way. And then let's get into my last purchase from G-Fest. Originally I saw this going for $20, and then I came back in the dealer's room for one last time, just looking for one more purchase for $10. So when I came back to the table, it was $10, and this is from Radioactive Toys. It is the Bandai Imperializer from Ultraman Mebius. So this is a bit of a meme in my group, and I had to get them. So $10, we're gonna put them over there. What do I want to show y'all next? Yes, I'll show you guys this. So, like I said, me and some of my friends went over to the Godzilla Palooza. It was me, Guido Goji, Guido Goji, Dylan, and Braden. We all went to Godzilla Palooza, and I saw this as one of the figures that they were selling there. It was, they had like a whole bunch of Haya stuff, the newer movie Monster Series figures, and then I saw some Ultraman stuff, and this stuck out to me immediately because I've been needing this figure for a long time. And my girl, thank you, baby. She got me this for $25. It is the Bandai EX Gomora. So finally got me another Gomora form to add into my collection. Been needing this for like well over a decade, and it's finally here. So boom. Let's get into another one of my Sunday buys. This is at Radioactive Toys yet again. Saw this for $10. Sniped it off of somebody too. My bad. If you just happen to watch this, I saw somebody like have this in their hand. And oh damn, like this might be like a good steal. And he put it down, and I went over and swooped in, and I got this for $10. It is the Bandai King Saurus. Pretty cool. We gonna push you back there. Let's get the side view. Yeah. So that's the last of like my Sunday buys right there. And then on day 2, like I said, I got some cool stuff from Alex Murdoch's table, and again, I'm going to be planning on getting a really dope thing next year. But I got these over there. So one of them was $50, and then I got discounted for $40 on the other one. I got this really cool like Ghidorah diecast, or statue. Really cool. It's like very Safubi like, right up my lane. That one was $40. This one, the next one I'm about to show you, was $50. It's the first one that I got at right here. Boom. I don't know if I can get them to stand. Let's do it like this. Okay, yeah, all right, got him standing perfect. All right, cool. All right, so got those two, $90 total. Really cool. They always had like cool stuff, but it really stuck out to me this year, and I just pulled the trigger, and we got some really cool stuff coming up. So now we get into my last few buys. These two figures I got on day one. These were my first purchases, and I will say I was on a little bit of a budget this year. I didn't go as crazy as I normally do. However, next year it's gonna be a different animal. Just you guys wait. But these were on my list this year, and I only managed to get 2 of them, you know, just because I was on a budget. I wanted to get more from this table. I went straight to YMSF, and you guys can tell where I'm going with this probably. I got the YMSF Chameleon from Godzilla the animated series, and then I got the YMSF C-Rex from the animated series too. So boom, I got those 2 for a bundle of $180. Those were the first things that I got. Again, I originally wanted to get the Cyber Godzilla as well as the XXXI to go with both of those, but I didn't have the funds at the time, and the Cyber Godzilla was $90, so it's a bit more expensive than the rest of them. And you know, looking back on it now in retrospect, I could have actually gotten the Cyber Godzilla. I just didn't know that YMSF accepted PayPal, so that's another figure that slipped away from my grasp at this year's convention. There's 2 others, or 3 others, I guess you could say. So you know, the Cyber Godzilla, the XXXI. There was a cool blue and silver clear Giga Brain Gigan that was there, and there was also like a Marmot Megalon that was it was like teal, green, and like purple and red and all that. Missed out on all of those, but it is what it is. I'm still happy with what I got, and I'll show you guys my final not my final purchase, but the last thing that I have to show you guys here. It's my favorite buy. I also got this on day one. This is the last thing I got on day one. I only went into the dealer's room once that day too, so yeah, it was a different G-Fest for me in general. But without further ado, let me show you what I got. I got this at Vampire Robots. It is the Haya 1991 Heisei King Ghidorah, and my this is my favorite figure that I've gotten this year. Hella dope figure. When I was moving through the airports, you know, coming back from the convention, everybody was stopping me, asking me like, "Oh, what's this from? It's so cool." This, you know, that's Ghidorah for you, man. Ghidorah is the coolest Godzilla monster besides the king himself. But yeah, got this for $150. Eventually I'm gonna get the 91 Godzilla to go with it, but for now I'm just gonna have this. And yeah, you know, this is my haul, guys, so I'm just gonna pan over through everything. So you know, you got all the bracelets, pins, business cards, the badge, some cool art, and then voila, the figures. So yeah, guys, that is it for my haul this year. Stay tuned for a lot more content. I am extremely motivated to, you know, get working this year and up until next year. So I mean it this time, y'all. Just get ready for this wave of content. Kingo's Fan 2002 signing out. If you guys were at G-Fest, hope you guys enjoyed your time, and I hope to see y'all next year, and I'm out.